Hello! Thanks for coming back. I'm Lisa. I'm a hedonist veganist. That means I am a pleasure-seeking plant eater. Today I want to tell you a little bit about what I've got in my pantry as far as superfoods goes. I like to incorporate these into different foods that I make just because it's difficult to get all of the nutrients that you need into your body through eating the actual food. When I started eating plants, I thought, oh, this is great. I'm going to eat everything from raw. I'm going to eat all of the fresh foods possible. Well, it takes kind of a long time, and I don't always have a long time to sit and eat. So I take help from the people who draw and powder this stuff up. Where to start? I'm going to start with my favorite. I love beets. I really do. These are a great superfood. I started putting this kind of thing into my diet because of my blood pressure troubles. This is a blood purifier. There's so much about beets that's really good for you, and I'm going to take a few minutes later and list those right over here. Have a look. Oh wait. Look at all those things. Yep, they're really good for you. Another thing I like to use is this acai powder. And this particular blend, I got this for around $6 at Walmart. I know it's not popular to shop there, but I don't have a whole lot of money and I want some good stuff, so that's how that goes. This one has acai, Acai, blueberry, chia powder, banana powder, lucuma powder, and maca powder. All of those things, again, I'm going to list probably over here because there's a lot of information that I don't just have right here. So we're going to just help me out with a list. Another thing I like to use is matcha tea. And this is a green powder, maybe obviously because it says green. But I enjoy using this in baking. I don't love drinking matcha tea as much. I'd rather put it in cookies because that's me. There's a shortbread cookie recipe that I use and I put matcha tea in it. I think it's lovely. I'll tell you about that one day maybe. All right, on to since we're in the green zone, let's talk about wheatgrass for a second. Here is a thing of wheatgrass. And this one I use about a teaspoon of into a smoothie. It gives it a really bright green color. I wouldn't use it with blueberries though because it turns a grayish sludge, which is not very appetizing. But this is really a really pretty vibrant green. To be honest with you, this is a little bit bitter for me. I tend to like sweet things a lot more. I tend to add about, for each teaspoon of this, I actually use about a teaspoon of maple syrup. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, right? Right. All right, on the protein front, when we're going plant-based, a lot of people worry about how much protein to get. For myself, my body needs 46 grams a day. And if I'm having a hard time getting that into my diet, I'll reach for a hemp product. This is a powder, and this can be easily added into a smoothie. I can add this into any kind of baked good that I use too. This is a good example of shopping the sales. This one I got at GNC. And I like to go and check out their sale racks. They usually have a few shelves of things that they're having a hard time selling. And this is where I'm going to scoop in and grab up these things. All right, now supplement things that I use. B12. There's a whole lot of discussion about B12. I don't know where this comes from. Could be plants. I don't know. I sure hope so. It is. This one is. There's a whole argument about the B12 story, and I'm not into that. All right, another thing that I need as a northern woman, and I'm actually allergic to the sun, so I can't go out in the sun very long. is the vitamin D supplement, Super D. And this one is a liquid. It's a drop, so I put a little bit on the back of my hand and lick it off. It's real easy to take. And then I have my complete probiotics, and I like to take these two because digestive health equals happiness. I tend to be a little bit obsessed perhaps with digestion, but I spent about at least 10 years taking opiates, and if you have ever taken those, you know that they stop up your business. Constipation was a problem for me for a long time. Actually, when I started eating plants and getting a lot of chia seed in my diet, I was blessed with bowel regularity. Something that we're a little embarrassed to talk about, but once you know, you know. It's easier to be happier if you're not walking around with a gut full of stuff. So if you need help with that, go ahead and do it. Another thing that is referred to as a supplement is CBD. This is a cannabidiol, and this is from HempWorks, and this is a 750. I am an affiliate for HempWorks, and if you're curious about it, you can leave me a message in the comments and we can talk about that. Another thing that I like to put into my diet are seaweeds, and this one is extra special. This is Irish moss. So I will show you some footage that I have of that here too, somewhere up in here. Irish moss is a plant-based collagen, so it helps helps our connective tissues. So we have knee problems in this house, and we are constantly trying to use things in our diet that are going to help us heal from within. So this is something that we've just started incorporating into our foods lately. This and also agar. I've been fascinated with agar. Jello is something that I loved, but it has hooves in it. So agar is a way to enjoy gelatin things without the animal cruelty involved. All right, digestive health again. I forget that I can make some fantastic things in the kitchen. I get busy, and anyway, having this channel is really helping me get back into the basics of why I became a plant-based eater. And hopefully it's going to help you guys along the way too. But this is what I made yesterday, and this is called kvass. Was ist das? Das ist kvass. This is a lactobacillus fermented drink. So I'm going to tell you how I did it following here. These are some of the things that I add into my diet on the regular. I don't eat them every day, but I like to cycle them through every maybe week or so. Different things like the supplements I do take every day. The vitamin D, I take that every day. And my B12, 2 to 3 times a week at least. And my CBD oil, that's 5 drops a day sublingually, 3 times daily. And that one helps me with a lot of different things. I can't even begin to tell you the benefits of CBD. And actually a lot of these foods, even though I'm not coming up with a list of things that they're great for, and I'm going to have a bunch of things up around for you to see. When you do your own research, you're going to find things that you need for your body. These are just a few examples of things that I've used for myself. My collection of items over here is probably, I'm gonna wager about $70 worth of items. But now if you're thinking, holy carp, how do I get all of that? I don't have 70 bucks to throw down for these things. It's not all at once. I shop the sales. It takes a while to accumulate things. I have never been a wealthy person, but I can eat well and I can have these things in my diet by smart shopping. paying attention to sales. Get involved in member rewards at different places and you'll find benefits from that too. Financial benefits, and sometimes maybe they'll give you something for free. So that's that for today. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial on the kvass. Thanks for coming by. I hope you'll subscribe, like, and comment below. Tell me if you have any questions about any of these things. Tell me what you've started incorporating in your own diet. Are you using any powders? They're really fun for smoothies. They jazz it up. It's always fun to drink something colorful. I hope you'll enjoy. Be well. Bye-bye.